Okay, so I think I kind of know your Mount Rushmore question, so I'm going to ask you this. This is on the spot. We're going to do a Mount Rushmore for baseball. I need one pitcher, one catcher, one infielder, one outfielder. I think I know who your pitcher is. Is it Tom Seaver?
This is my Mount Rushmore.
Your Mount Rushmore.
Okay, yeah, Tom Seaver.
Okay, who's your catcher?
My catcher would be Yogi Berra, one of my favorite human beings. I'm not saying greatest catcher of all time. He's certainly the argument.
Right.
But I love being around Yogi.
Okay, infielder.
Well, Bert Campaneris. I gave you my guy.
There you go.
Days.
There you go. I like that. And outfielder.
Outfielder. I got to go with Willie Mays. You know, I only saw Willie at the end of his career. I didn't see the best of him, obviously, but man, he changed the game. I always say Willie Mays was to baseball what jazz was to music. You know, people didn't know the game could be played like that until they saw Willie Mays out there in center field, running the bases, cap flying off. I love style, right? And I like guys who play with style.
Okay, so two more questions then. So, you know, you being a part of the journalism world, being able to cover this game, has there been any player that you were most excited to possibly interview or just have that baseball conversation with?
You know, one of my favorites is Greg Maddux. And for what I do, I love to learn things about baseball. Listen, I love the players, love their backstories, but I want to learn about the game. And Greg Maddux is like a professor of baseball. Like, you sit down, you have a conversation with him, you're like, I didn't know that. How did you know? So I always came away talking to him feeling like, I just learned something today. He was a fascinating guy to talk to.
I love it, love it. Last question. So obviously this ALCS, we're looking at the Rangers and the Astros who have been here. They've been around this whole mix for like 7 years, right? So this Ranger team, I got to ask you, going into the season, there wasn't really an expectation that this team could win 90 games, right? Maybe compete, maybe get to the playoffs, but seeing what this Rangers team has done in such a short time with Bruce Bochy, what do you think about this Rangers team?
You know what? I'll go back to spring training and talking to Chris Young. And I love, besides Bochy, the guys he brought in here, a little bit of an old school blend with the new school stuff. And they were kind of my pick as a surprise team because last year they lost a lot of close games, a lot of one-run games, right? And Bruce Bochy's a difference maker. And I just got this good vibe of the Rangers in spring training. Listen, I didn't think they'd be here at the ALCS. I'm not saying that. But I'm not totally shocked they're here. This team's on the right path. I can see that in spring training.
I love it. Well, Mr. Verducci, I know you got to get ready for everything. Appreciate your time now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.